Hello again, you're with Property Matters on Bloomberg UTV. Now, when you're doing up your home, there are a lot of tough decisions to be made, like what kind of material you want in your floors, the patterns you want on your walls, the perfect blend of artifacts and interiors, including the lighting. So in my space this week, my colleague Khushbu is paying a visit to Zubin and Krupa. Now, these are two architects based in Mumbai, and they love blending different styles, different concepts, different materials, and they're willing to share some ideas.
Krupa, first up, what was the idea and what were your thoughts when you decided to, design your own home, being an architect?
Being an architect, it's also very difficult for Zubin and myself to, do up the house because we're probably the most difficult clients for ourselves. And when we saw the space, we knew exactly what we wanted to do with this. We love the double height volume that you see here, and the expanse of the living area is what we wanted to really utilize. As we're avid readers and we love art, so we wanted to have a display for art, and we also wanted to have a lot of reading material in the house.
You are into experimenting with materials a lot, so what are the kind of materials you've used in the living room?
What we've tried to do on the flooring is we've used yellow travertine, and it's a very vibrant marble, but at the same time we've tried to tone it down with the silk rugs, with an additional beige travertine, the kind of wood that we've used, and the wall finishes. So there is this perfect balance that we try to create with anything that we do.
Tell us a little bit about the architecture of the living room. Did you have like a certain kind of design in mind? How are you going to shape it, or it just happened?
Now when we're designing the space and when we're looking at an empty plan on paper, first things first, what we try to do is get the maximum optimization of the space that you're dealing with. Here we had to do a lot of changes in terms of the staircase location and the direction in which we're sort of moving around the living space, so that we could get a living space that runs across the entire length. Then again, the use of materials, when you see glass, what happens is that the entire space from here is virtually transparent. I could see the kids' room, I could know what's happening upstairs. When you're using the treadmill on the top level, you're sort of not confined to a closed room.
Krupa, in the dining room, we see a lot of different textures, we see a lot of different, colors here. So how did that happen?
It's sort of a continuation of the living space, but we have a lot of natural wood that we've used in the space, and the blue onyx marble top for the dining table. We wanted to give a very solid look to it because there are like sculptures displayed around, there is art, and there's also wall finishes which looks virtually like stone. This is like the travertine. So in all, there is a lot of materials happening throughout the dining space, while the ceiling continuously runs white.
This looks like an interesting dining table. You usually don't see like an onyx table.
I mean, you just want to be different. You don't want to repeat, so you just try to experiment all times. And also, we wanted a nice chandelier above the dining table, so we wanted a surface that doesn't completely reflect it. So we wanted a stone surface.
This is the bedroom, very neat and clean, no jazz at all. So how did you come about deciding to make it so clean?
Actually, we wanted a bedroom space which was purely, a relaxing space and cut off from the rest of the house. So it's got absolutely no clutter, no storage, except for books which you want to just pick and read in the night. It's absolutely peaceful.
Right.
So even what we've done below the bed area is that we've put natural wood, because barefoot early in the morning, that's the best material to have besides your bed.
That wall behind your television looks very interesting. Would you want to tell us about what material that is?
Yeah, that's cork, and what we've tried to experiment with here is wherever we have the television screens, we wanted a very flat dark background. So that's what we've tried to do. We've put a black cork on the back, so the emphasis is on viewing the television at that point.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Krupa. It's a wonderful house, and all the best in your ventures.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go. You combine elements of functionality and then throw in oodles of creativity, and what you get is a living space that is both unique and useful. Can it get better than that? Of course it can. For that, you'll have to watch Smart Money Aspire. The latest episode is featuring some really luxurious homes. But for the moment, if you have ideas in design that you'd like to share, or perhaps you're wondering where exactly you should park your money in the property space, send those questions across to us at our email ID, which is propertymatters@utvmoney.com. But for the moment, that's it on this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back again with the country's best property deals. Until then, do take care. Bye-bye.